Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a get ready with me. I'm going to do like a holiday glam. Nothing too fancy, you know me. A soft holiday glam. Alright, so I'm wearing sunscreen, moisturizer and all that stuff. But I'm going to put a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filt'r. This is in, I think this is the original shade I had, which is 7. Yeah, shade 7. I'm just going to put it on the high points of my face today. So Christmas is like what, 2-3 days away? Are you guys ready? This is the first year I'm kind of like done with my Christmas shopping, because last year I think I was still Christmas shopping at this time. Alright, so today I'm going in with my Natasha Denona Foundation X Plus. I love this foundation. I'm just not able to find my correct shade. So I have it in 80Y, but this has a little bit of olive, so it could look a little gray on me. So I usually have to manipulate this, but it's a stunning, stunning foundation. I think it's in my top 10. So what I'm going to do, like around my chin, I'm going to use my Clé de Peau corrector pen or concealer pen. This is in the shade Nutmeg. I'm just gonna go around like in this mirror, this area where I tend to be gray if a foundation is a little too light or if it has olive. This is the area that looks sort of suspect. So I like to do a little color correcting right here. I would usually wear my Makeup Forever color corrector, but that can get kind of roly-poly. It sort of like rolls up. This Clé de Peau doesn't. It just sits. And it's a little bit more matte. The Makeup Forever is a little bit more dewy, so maybe that could be it. Alright, so I'm going to put 2.5 pumps on my tray. This is what it looks like. So it doesn't have enough yellow, and it's more neutral to me, although it says Y for yellow, and I think it definitely has olive. But it's, oh my god, this foundation is so beautiful. Like, if you own this foundation, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I would definitely, if you're a foundation junkie, I would definitely recommend this foundation, and hopefully you find your shade. But I don't mind manipulating it, because to me, it's like certainly worth it. So if you look at it, it's looking a little bit more yellow on camera, but it's not. It's more like on the pale sort of neutral olive side. All right, I brought you guys in closer because I felt like I was sitting like a little far away. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. It's really, really beautiful. All right, so for concealer, since this has an undertone that I don't really love, I like to go in with a concealer that has more of a color correcting sort of undertone. So I picked up this concealer. I'm using 2 new concealers today. I picked up this concealer. That is a TJ Maxx. It's the Zoeva concealer. I have it in 260 True. I've worn it 2 times and this is good. I don't know. I've heard of Zoeva. I didn't know they made complexion products. Honestly, I guess I just never saw it or paid attention. So see, so this has more of a corrector shade to it. So I figured this would be the best. See, it's almost like a dark sort of peach. So I figured this would be the best concealer for me to use with this foundation. And I like the texture of it too. It's like really good. Like I said, I've worn it twice and I really like it. And it blends out beautifully. It doesn't crease on me or anything. So let's just blend it out. All right, see how beautiful this concealer is and how seamlessly it blends out? I love it. And I paid $3.99 at TJ Maxx. You know how TJ Maxx have the makeup and you have to like dig through everything? And something about it caught my attention. I love complexion products. Like, let me give it a try, and I have not regretted it. They had the foundation. And I was like, I have so much complexion products. I'm going to go back and get the foundation because the concealer is like really good. All right. But since this was more of, not completely color correcting, but it was more on that side, I'm going to put a little bit of brightening like in the inner corner. And I'm going to go in with this new other concealer that I bought. And this is from Milk Makeup. I didn't know this existed until a friend told me. So it's the Sunshine Under Eye Brightening Concealer. So both times I've used it once by itself and I've used it once over concealer. And I think today would be a good day to use it over concealer. And it has a little ball applicator that's kind of hard. I like it. And it has this little pump. I have it in the shade 6. And I like how it looked under my eye when I use it. So I got this in store. I could have gotten shade 5 for really brightening. So maybe eventually I'll get shade 5 because shade 6 is okay, but I can use this as just like a regular concealer, and then I can probably get the shade 5 for a brightening. So I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and blend it out. And I tap lightly because I want most of it to like stay under my eye. And this is pretty. I hadn't really heard of it. The last thing I bought from Milk Makeup was their powder, and I wasn't a fan. Isn't that so pretty? And this foundation. I mean, this is such an underrated foundation. This is so stunning, guys. This rivals Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate foundation. For real, for real. And it rivals my La Mer foundation. Like, seriously. All right, so I went in with my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Deep. Look at me. I can't even speak. And I got my booster shot this morning and my arm hurts. Like when I lift it up here. Oh. And I'm blending this out with my Fenty brush. And I'm really loving it because I was using my, all I use is my Sonia G brushes. I've been using one of her brushes to blend out my cream contours. And then one day I picked this one up. I was like, oh, I have the name listed in the description box. It does a great job like blending out cream contour. So are you guys done Christmas shopping? Are you guys ready for Christmas? All right, so I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier loose powder in Honey as usual to set my under eyes, and then I'm gonna take a break from my face, of course, and I'm gonna start on the eye. And ever since I've been using this powder, it's like, oh, I can't go back. I love it so much. It's so good. And I'm not tapping, I'm tapping lightly since I have the Milk under eye brightener because it's a little dewy and I don't want it like lifting up. I don't want a powder lifting that up. All right, so now for the eyes, I'm going to do like a bronze sort of glitter glam. So I'm going to start off, I'm not going to use like powder, like concealer or anything like that. To prime today, I'm going to go in with my Danessa Myricks Colourfix. This is in the shade 9. Let me put it here on my tray. I feel like such a professional. I have my tray out today. All right. I don't need a lot of this. This is like one of my favorite color fixes from her. So good. All right. And I'm going to go in with a brush from my Sonia G Sky Eye Set. And I'll just start putting this on my lid. Oh, what I must say is, remember I told you guys I was using a lash serum? You know, patience is, that's not one of my virtues. it definitely is growing my lashes. I feel like I can see a difference and they're stronger. They don't fall out as much. And I'm using the serum from Woo Lash. I may have to repurchase that. I think it's doing an excellent job. So I definitely spoke way too soon when I said I didn't see results. I can definitely see results now. All right. So over top of that, I'm going to go in with one of the shadows from Anastasia. And it's in the shade Sunset. This is it right here. And I'm going to put that on, well, almost all of my lid, except for like, not going to put it too much on the outer because I want to leave it looking like brown. But I'm going to start like from here and just press that on. This is like a beautiful shade. And I have quite a few of her single shades, but I don't know. I have too much damn eyeshadow and too many options. So I don't reach for it enough, in my opinion. But this sunset shade is super, super pretty. Like really, really pretty. And then to get the edges, I'm just going to go in with the fluffy brush from the Sky Eye set and just sort of like get the edges. And then I'm going to add some like brown from my Sassy Siennas palette from Dose of Colors right here. I'm going to put that on the outer part of my eye. And I have to use my magnifying mirror, guys. That's why I'm all crooked up here trying to see it. So I'm just going to put this right here. So just that it wouldn't look as uneven on the end. And for like the tear duct area, I'm going to take Amber Lights from MAC. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Amber Lights, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just going to put that like right here, like right in here next to Sunset. I think this is like a beautiful shade of gold, but it doesn't overpower. It doesn't overpower Sunset. All right, so now I'm going to use a shade from my my Tati palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. I heard that she's discontinuing her makeup brands, so I'm gonna cherish this even more. And I'm gonna use one of the glitter shades here from the palette, but with her shadows you definitely need glue. Now I have this little I have some glue from from e.l.f. I've used it a few times with that same with her shadows, and it did a pretty good job. So I'm gonna try as well today. So I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out, and I'm gonna put the glue like right in the center here, because that's where I'm gonna put the glitter. Using my fingers. And now I'm going to go into the palette, and the mirror broke, so I don't want to be like holding it up too much, but I'm going to go in with this beautiful color right here. So that's the one I'm going to use. Put a little bit on my finger. And I'm going to pack it over the glue because I know it's going to stick. And although I want sparkle, I don't want to go like way over the top. I still want it to look like soft and like wearable and like put together. And you see how with the glue it sticks, because this was like a learning curve for me. Because when I first got it, I was just like throwing it on. It would fall all over the place until I decided, you know what? I need glitter glue. All right, I'm going to finish up the other eye and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back with lashes and liner on, and I added a little bit of yellow for pop of color. Stepping out of my comfort zone with a pop of color. So I used the ABH, her Chrome Stix in yellow. And this is how it came out. I could not do this on camera, guys. I would have been lost in the camera. But yeah, so I added this for pop of color. I think it's cute. Anyway, let's move on to the rest of the face. As usual, Fenty powder in Hazelnut. Cannot believe 2021 is almost over. And I'm just gonna... You guys see how beautiful this foundation is? Don't sleep on this foundation. It's the Foundation X Plus by Miss Natasha Denona. I cannot wait for that Charlotte Tilbury, her new foundation, to launch. I'm going to be all up on that. So please look out for my review. And I hope you guys get notification. Oh, something's in my mouth. I've been back into this Fenty in Thick Mint. Love the name. Only Riri can come up with like names like this, right? Thick Mint. And it just gives what it has to give. It just makes my cheekbones look so pretty and bronze. It's a beautiful shade. And when I first got it, honestly, I was like, it's okay. I didn't use it as much. I was using my Gucci and I was using my Victoria Beckham. And then one day I picked it up and I'm like, why don't I use this bronzer? It's so good. Alright guys, for blush, I have a new blush combo. So what I've been doing, I've been using this Scott Barnes blush palette, which I don't particularly like. I never reach for it. But I wanted something yellow to mix in with another blush. So there's this yellow shade in here. I think it's called something mango, probably. This doesn't really show up that much on me, so I mix it, and it's not as pigmented as it should be, especially for Scott Barnes. To me, these are all like chalky and like, I don't know, I was never impressed with it. And for me to get this yellow shade on my face, I have to go in like 5-6 times and just keep packing it on. So this is what I'm gonna do. Hardly shows up on me at first. I have to keep building it. And now that my hand is about to cramp up from the amount of time that I had to dip into this palette just to get this little hue of yellow, I go in with MAC's Telling Glow Blush and I put it over it, and the combination of these two, fire. Look at this. Where's my mirror? Look, I put this over and this is what I get. I have to look to see if I have a blush with this shade. Like when I combine the two, I love the shade I'm getting. Look at that. I think this is so pretty. See my cheeks? But that blush from Scott Barnes, girl, please. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set, of course, Charlotte. And then I'll be back with the rest of my face. For highlighter, I'm using my KKW Her Highlighter 2 palette. It's broken. But I'm going to use this shade right here. This is the broken shade. And it's a lot lighter than it looks in the pan. So I want something a little light today. So put a pop of that. This is one of the few things I like from her. And her lipsticks. See how pretty that highlighter is? And it looks great with this new blush combo that I discovered. For lips, I'm going in with this brown lip liner. This is the Oh My God Jackie lip liner. You can find her on Instagram. And this is one of the best brown lip liners I've ever used. The color is perfect. It's like a dupe for True Brown K. And the reason I stopped purchasing True Brown K, you have to buy the lipstick. I could never get it singly. And this is $5. It's creamy. It's a beautiful brown. For lips, I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury's Hepburn Honey. It's like a nice nude pink. I think it looks good in deep skin tone if you have like a really good brown lip liner. See how pretty that is? It's like a pretty nude. I don't have to tell you guys about the formula of these lipsticks. It's so buttery, so creamy, so beautiful. All right, guys, this is the finished look. I love the way everything came out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to see you guys after Christmas. I want you to have, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. Have fun, relax safely if you're with your family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.